will do it, but
well, we're there now.
now here we are.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's
They've
too
all
late.
caught on to
We've
me.
all done.
All right, hi everybody.
I'm gonna do the
To be more
scrolling.
specific.
I used a tense, like I used a tense that wasn't the current one. All right, so I can do this. I can put this right
Are you
here.
starting this?
We're live.
No, I meant.
There's two. She's gonna paint one,
I'll do the other one.
and then you need the other one.
Good.
All right. Hi everybody. So. That barely helps at all. But anyway, hello, Paul Bennett. Hello, Paul Bennett, Scuba Steve, People of the Future, Jordan Bunce, Stanley S., Sean Davies, Kim Beady-Eyed Brat Kennedy.
Oh, get a thing up there.
You can do it. I believe in you.
If I can find the. There.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Kim Beady-Eyed Brad Kennedy, Ross Richard, Know Your Joe, Scott Colhart, Ken Lechy-Zarish, Gray Hawkins,
Hi, Ray.
June Ritchie, Tug Hillbilly Homestead, Poison Sumac, enunciate, Edson Juicebox, June Ritchie, Ron Sheps, Cobwebs and Candlesticks, Al Matra Art, Al Matra Art.
Bum, bum, bum.
There we go. And then John Sheffield, Susie Gardner.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Kat Swift and Troy Franson. Hello. All right.
Do you want a mouse for you? Will it go this far?
Yes, the mouse should be fine for you.
Sweet.
And let's go to room cam while we're setting up. Hello, Mike Cherlanowski.
We didn't move it yet.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, woohoo! Sarah R says hi.
Hello, Sarah R. All right, so I'm going to leave this guy here and run that around. Why don't you go to full combo? And then you guys can see what Hallie is doing over here. Ifins you wishins.
Ike Camacho says hello, everyone.
We have Hallie, we have Stacy, we have Stan, and we have Rue. Stan is making his dramatic, triumphant return. He hasn't been here in a while,
Wait a minute.
but he's here now. Fully loaded with socks.
Edson Juice says good evening, Stacy and Rue. Hello, Edson.
Hola.
Edson didn't even say hi to Stan. Wow.
Good
Cold shoulder.
night.
Been a minute.
He feels
Good night.
abandoned.
Been a minute.
They forgot who you were.
Okay. I have to get myself ready to work.
Cat Swift says it is a stand.
It is.
It has been a while since
We
we had
stand a stand.
You hear this fun, see a Bigfoot, I think.
In this shop, that's pretty true.
There's so many Bigfoot, only the one stand.
3 vertical ribs?
Tug
I don't know,
Hillbilly
whatever it's gotta
says chatty chatty bang bang. Sarah R says hi Stan, Stacy, Rue, and Hallie.
Hi.
Boy, everyone's spelled correctly too.
Oh my
Good job,
God,
Sarah
really?
R.
One in a row. Stacy, you want soda?
Yes, please. Ross Richard says, Stan, you know what time it is? It's sock time.
Not done.
Is it sock o'clock?
If it's sock time, the best bet is tripod cam over here.
Builder Chick says, hi everyone.
Did you set your 2-hour alarm?
Alexa, set an hour and 45-minute alarm.
1 hour and 45 minutes. Starting now.
Whose Raptor hands are those?
Those are mine. So I test out that stuff early, we don't ruin anything good.
What are we testing?
Hockey 79 says hello, y'all.
Hi.
I don't want us to ruin something.
Who just said hi to me?
Hockey 79.
Hello.
Car. Hey, what's the thickness of our standard format phone?
3/8.
3/8 inch.
Yes.
Ross Richard says, hi, Hallie.
Hi!
How's it going?
Painting.
I'm just watching your progress.
Tina Boder says, hi, everyone.
And I'm supposed to try to get into all this.
Hello, Tina. Yeah, get in the nooks and crannies. It is a bit of a pain in the butt because that is a nook and cranny fest.
That's fine.
So many nooks and also so many crannies. Michael Lassiter says, howdy, folks. We are moderated up tonight.
Stan, I hid some of Shannon's Christmas presents around the corner in there. Don't bring them out here. That's the request.
Buster Max
I feel like
says,
that
hello,
wasn't
all.
gonna happen anyway, but now I kinda want to. You said don't do it.
Oh my gosh, Alan. I'm gonna wait till he gets back in to read Cat Swift's comments. Tina Boder says, puppies front and center, where they belong, and as they all leave the shop. Alright, Cat Swift says, I spent a large bit of today telling crafters it's okay to say no to last minute requests. Had to step into one of their requesters, a family member, that mid-January was their first chance for product.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's a biggie. It was this one.
Yeah.
Mike Trzanowski says, I'm able to meet all of you guys at Transworld. That's awesome. Looking forward to meeting you, Mike.
Do all of you editing.
I've already edited one video on the new computer and I like it. So I'm going to keep going down that road. I do not like OBS, Streamlabs OBS. I'll be going back to regular OBS on Thursday. That is how I stream, and I just haven't been able to get it smooth. So I'm going back to OBS, which was pretty smooth. My limits on OBS that I had were fixed by the computer. So.
Hockey 79 says, I know this has been addressed several times, so I apologize. But what is your preferred method for adhering Krampus horns to your masks? Contact cement? Question mark?
Contact cement. My preferred method is a physical attachment, whether that be zip ties or brass spreader post things. I forget their real names. They're brass. They have two prongs. They go in and then you spread them out.
Brads?
Brads. Okay.
Oh, alright. That read slightly differently before I figured out what he was talking about. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, my eyes keep getting drawn to the head under Stacy's desk. It looks like a happy monster. And I was like, what? But on the camera, he's got the big smile here.
Yes.
Makes more sense. I was like, rude. Warren Maxwell says, howdy, y'all.
Hello, Warren.
He sent the...
He did. He sent me a thing, and I love. Oh, the thing is up. Like I can show.
Yep. Casper says, thanks a lot. Now all I can see is that head.
It didn't say like wait until Christmas. Would you go to phone cam?
Boo.
That is a sweet werewolf blueprint. Spirit Halloween Factory Mr. Howell poster. It's nice shop background because werewolf.
Shadow Jim 81 says, hi, Alan, and what's up?
Hey, Shadow Jim. Shadow Jam, every time I hear your name, why do I think of scarecrows? I don't know why that is. And I don't know why this is, it's because it's spun, that's why. It's like I'm trying to follow you, and I'm spun all the way around. Sure. Great.
Steve Bishop says, Alan, wonder how you would make a frost look on a mask.
Why don't you go watch any of my videos where I make elves or snowmen, because I do that quite a bit. Clear silicone caulk with prismatic polyflake snow on top. That is how I do it. This stuff.
Sarah R. says, nice. Buster C. Cooper says, hi you all, and hope you're all well. I've poured my first latex mask, and it looks awesome.
Hooray! I love that.
Shadow Jim 81 says, I don't know why you think of scarecrows.
Maybe like the first time we talked, I was making a scarecrow, because that's my brain works that way sometimes.
Warren Maxwell says, nice placement on the poster. Glad it found a home.
Yes, wall space is at a premium, but it worked out.
Sean Regal says, evening creepers.
Evening.
Knocked over.
What'd you knock over?
Metal pole.
What'd you do that for?
It rolled. Dan McCorson says, hi guys, just got home from work. Time to sit and relax with you guys for a while.
Hello, Dan.
The caption thinks I'm swearing.
Which time? You do swear.
Yeah, but I haven't been swearing here.
Right.
Just now.
I did a lot of swear testing earlier to test the stuff. Oh yeah. I gotta grab a head form.
Shadow Jim 81 says, what are we doing today, Alan?
How about the skull?
Oh my gosh, it is Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we had a Sculpting Wednesday.
Well, I am sculpting. I have a. Hey, white.
Hi, Shannon.
Fondian says, hey, hey, hey.
Hello, Fondian. Hallie, how's that going?
Almost done.
Hockey79 says, great job on the game of Krampus thrown. Poodle definitely looked the part.
Yeah, that was a fun project.
She told me I absolutely positively had to get that from you.
But those are her, your copies and her copies.
Couldn't hear what I was saying.
Hi, everybody.
Sarah R says, hi, Shannon. Fondian says, I got my shirt today. It is awesome.
Sweet.
Poison Sumac says, hey, Miss Shannon. Shadow Jim 81 says, cool.
Ooh, with my name on it.
I don't know.
Because they're different.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh?
Those are awesome. Warren Maxwell says, hashtag hey wife.
Hashtag hey wife.
Thanks, wife.
You're welcome. Hey, Shannon.
I want more.
Peanut butter says, hi, Miss Shannon. Edson Juice says, wow, then hello, Stan and Haley. Cat Swift says, work folks maybe print out the Krampus thorn and put it up in the break room. He also said no one could shake any chairs or seats from the break room.
That's fun. Yeah, that turned out really nice. It was a great event.
It was big fun.
And I think everybody in this room showed up at the event, at least for a while.
Yes. Allie's like, I supported. I was here.
I was there. Also, this is the same black, right? From over there, Edgecraft.
What's that?
It's the same black.
It's a,
I know.
well, you've used all of your other black, so that's different black.
Okay, I just remember the grip.
but it's from the same batch.
Okay.
It is latex mask paint, black,
That's all I
and
need.
you can put it in your bottle. Yes.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Scott Colhart, for linking Jack Frost and a Grouch to the video that contains your frost technique.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, Jack Frost has a lot of that crap on him.
Tina Bodert says, thank you for sharing pictures of the Krampus event. It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting together like just like a little picture collage video for the YouTubes.
Yes.
I might still do that.
I like it.
Shaking.
And we collected 4 boxes of toys for Toys for Tots
Yay.
and 6 bicycles
Dang,
and $765.
that's awesome.
Dark Hour gave all of the booth fees that we made to Toys for Tots.
That's really
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Yeah, that was nice.
There's nice shirts and outfit costumes.
What are you doing?
So, do you like a longer one? A longer pokey thing? Or
No. Here.
Wait for it.
It's clogged.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
Here
Yeah,
we
First
go.
I'm
step
gonna
of
move
this.
over here.
Buckle up.
Yeah.
Set up
I'm gonna stand
this
over by
sprayer, and then you just take this piece off.
Don't point it at the camera.
Find out where Rue is.
Good boy.
Always know where Rue is in the room. And this fits right over here pretty easy. And then it just goes.
Well, that's a good one.
Now we're clear.
Exactly why I moved. Knew what was
About the dumbest thing I ever do. But I have to. Okay. That's why I don't play with guns. Okay?
happening. Dial 911 and
Gotta
wait.
look down the hole.
Ducky, go down the hole.
This will taste bad.
It's dial 911. Stand by.
Well, air's getting through. And did you use a T-pin?
Yes.
The T-pin is probably the best. And don't just like poke, just do this.
Dan
Side.
McCorson says, who's going on the Trans World Haunt bus tour this season?
I wish I could, but we have like booths to get ready.
Don't trip.
Edson Juice says, congrats on flipping the room camera, and thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing how much that bothers some people. It doesn't bother me in the least to have a flipped camera, but man, I've had people like, I'm unsubscribing from your channel. I'm like, well, that's cool. Save me some trouble.
I made him shirts that were flipped.
Yes.
Big Dan Tattooer says, hi guys. Tina Boder says, wow,
Hi,
that's
Big Dan.
awesome for the kids. Sarah R. Ooh, good job. Cass Swift says, what an outstanding day, good for all who participated and contributed. Warren Maxwell says, well done on the fundraiser. Big Dan Tattooer says, perfect angle, I can almost grab Rue's cookies on the table.
Well, if you're gonna grab Rue's cookies, you should at least super chat us a couple bucks.
Cass Swift says, Hallie, always watch where the shop monkey is standing when Alan does something like that. They know.
Amen. Also, what kind of cookies did Miss Shannon
I know, I'm
She didn't bring any.
Nope, none.
Empty tub.
absolutely. Oh my god.
There's one.
One what?
One chocolate cookie.
The molasses cookies are my favorite.
Do it. Stan, you earned it.
I'm doing it.
I'll have
Don't
them.
watch me. Don't look at me.
Well, there's a room cam, so I think they're watching.
Brenda Bodman says, oh bugger, I can't super chat to ALAXA. Horror Beauty says, hey everyone, hope you're well. It's been a while.
Hello,
Hi, Horror
Horror.
Beauty. It
Oh,
has been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's a comeback show.
Den and Yard Hunt says, hey everybody.
Hi.
So that's all, basically all you want right now. You want it flush to the table?
Oh, I meant like a helmet so that
Oh.
we can glue it down to it and,
Okay.
yeah, and then, attach things to it.
Yeah. I thought you just wanted a support, like,
No, I was like, it'd probably be 3 strips for the pattern,
got it.
like a helmet,
Like a helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't catch that.
You have 20 minutes.
Brenda Bodman says, I maxed out the limit on super chats on 2 live charity streams. Now I have to wait until Sunday to super chat ALEXA.
You know what? You are a very kind person.
Mm-hmm.
And I like for you that you are in a position where you can do that for folks. That is cool.
Hockey79 says, who brought the mulled wine to go with the cookies?
Well, not this episode, but I bet that'll happen. Or you might have given Shannon an idea.
It's nearly 80 outside. It's too hot for mulled wine.
Yeah, it is very warm today.
Brenda Bodman says, yes, there's a weekly limit. Horror Beauty says, hello, thank you for the welcoming.
It has been a while, Horror Beauty. Like, Stan hasn't been on in well over a month. So, it is. It's like a comeback special.
Dan McCorson says, who's been to Hell's Gate Haunted Attraction? It's on my list. I'll come down and visit Dark Hour sometime also.
I've been to Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate is great.
Been to Hell's Gate.
Good show. I know the owners. They're good folks.
Can we adjust the phone cam to include the stuff you're working on? We just get your
No, I would have to steal the tripod cam. Would you move the tripod cam over here?
No.
Hallie is
Steal the
making
tripod
things
cam.
black.
It's fine.
Still making
Hey,
that thing
hey,
black.
there's nooks and crannies. 1, 2, I had to refill. I had to reload. But this one's basically done. I think.
I'm making monsters. Hallie's making excuses.
Alan Ross.
Now you need to switch to Pip.
Okay. And we're good.
Your face
Your mom has stepped.
is good. Well, depends on your acronym there, kids. Remember, Brew trips on wires. Stan steps in. Does the camera survive or is it unplugged?
It is still running.
Ripperoni.
Brew, please watch your step.
Got it.
Big Dan Tattooer says, pretty sweet all this cookie chat, and I'm eating a salad. Life is cruel.
Well, you know what? 6 months from now, you'll be happy you ate salad.
Brenda Bodman says, I'm not in a position to do that. I choose to do that for channels I support and causes I believe in. I've decided to leave nothing behind when I die. Kids better get a job.
That's awesome. I too enjoy being mean to children.
Thank you, Scott Colehart. To help support these shows, join the
welcome.
Snoopy Studios Patreon.
No, I don't want a helmet. Yeah.
Like a helmet on the inside.
Tell you what, let's switch.
I am confused as to what you are
Let's
asking.
switch. I plainly English right here. Let's switch. Cover this so that I can get a sculpture going.
Okay.
Also, now we're out of focus on whichever camera is.
Well, that's because Rue hit it really hard. So, here.
Thank you, Warren Maxwell. He sent us $5 on Super Chat for cookies. Does our Beastman fist bump work now?
No.
No. Okay. Body Geek says, greetings and salutations, creepers.
Hey, Body Geeks.
Hi, buddy.
Hello. Yeah, I just want a shell inside of the metal.
So
Big
no
Dan Tattooer
opening
says,
face
uh-oh, the
through
camera's
at
drunk
all,
and
just
falling over.
The whole. Oh, okay.
Like I said, I want a shell in there to support the metal.
We're working on it, guys.
What are you working on?
He says, uh-oh, the camera's drunk and falling over.
They're late. They're just watching that part.
That was Rue.
Rue's helping.
Edson
I'm sorry.
Juice says, maybe zip tie the cord to the stand and then make a cool little halo around the cam so Rue doesn't have to buy a new camera.
Well, I actually have another one of those cameras just sitting in a drawer.
Just waiting. Dan McCorson says, we have a flash freeze warning for tonight. Roads are going to suck for the next few days. It's rained all day, so everything is wet. Cold front coming through, everything is gonna freeze solid. Where are you, Dan?
That sounds terrible.
That sounds awesome.
Nope.
I prefer the cold.
Nope.
Cora Beauty says, yeah, I missed the stock and seeing you all. Been busy with work, getting caught with the shoots that were canceled and during Krampus. And getting a certification for being a makeup artist after 20 years of doing it professionally. That's awesome, Cora Beauty.
Awesome. It's always fun to be certified in something that you've been doing for a long time anyway.
Warren Maxwell says, Alan, you have Ruby's poster, right?
I has poster?
Hold on. No,
That's a definite no.
I'm trying to remember what you're talking about, but my brain is in 100 places right now. Was there a second poster in that tube?
No, just the one. Is that Rue's werewolf poster?
Right now, I don't know, but either he'll explain it or I'll ask him later.
Cora Beauty says we have storm warnings for wind right now.
Now grab a heat gun and dry it off.
Okay.
Do you want to take the phone cam to you?
No.
Yeah.
Phone cam is on Rue, right? Rue, make the phone cam be on you.
Ish. Warren says there were 3 posters in that tube.
Stacy,
Well, I took
grab
that one out.
the tube. Warren, I don't think there were 3 posters in the tube.
Oh, you know what? They're tiny and stuck to the bottom.
I never saw those. Because my hands would never fit in there.
Hey, wait, no, I got
Give it a shake.
But wait, there's more.
Well, apparently one of these is Rue's. Yeah, here it is. Oh my goodness, I never saw the Bigfoot one. That's awesome. Oh, they can't see. Hit the button. Room can't. I'm like, they can't see. You're like, no, they can't.
Nope, sure can't. Sorry. It's over your shoulder. You're good.
Yeah. Bigfoot. I love him. And then this one. Oh, this is for Rue.
In the drawer.
Rue.
On the other side of
I'm
this.
looking.
This is a good poster for you. Skinwalker, the Howl of the Rougarou.
Hey!
Ooh.
These are great.
Warren, you're awesome.
Warren, and I'm glad you asked me because
Yeah, no kidding. We straight up threw that in the trash.
we saw the white bits, and the inside of the tube is full of white bits. So those are great posters. Thank you, sir. Now Bigfoot stuff normally goes in the bathroom, so I have a spot for that in the bathroom.
Mimi says hello and good evening.
Hello, Mimi.
June Ritchie says, oops, gotta run. We'll catch up with the future group.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Cora Beauty says, yeah, I'm doing it backwards. Do the job professionally and then certified. It does feel good though. Thanks.
Yeah.
Ken Zarish says, what you sculpting tonight?
I am gonna make. All right. So there were these like soldier elves from one of the Hellboy movies, and I have to make a version of those for a LARP group who ordered 10 of them. They ordered these a while ago, but they were like no rush. And then they kept messaging me saying, oh, I like that mask, maybe I want this. I like that mask, maybe I want this.
And now they haven't changed their mind in a while.
Right, so I'm just going to make it and say, here's what I did, because I want to have this off my ledger.
'Cause, yeah, they changed their mind about 4 times, 5
Yeah.
times? Something like that.
They really like the cavemen.
Yep.
Dan McCorson says he lives in Canyon, Minnesota. Cora Beauty says, hey, question for the costumers. What's the best way to attach shoulder things, epaulets? Glue or pins or something better?
Well, it depends on what the epaulets are made out of, because it's all about weight. If you can get by with Velcro, I would put soft Velcro on the garment and the hard Velcro on the epaulette. If it's heavier, then you might need a strapping system or 3 points of line 24 snaps. Stacy,
Yeah.
now say something that disagrees with me.
No, I don't. That's pretty solid. And if you're, you want to have at least some kind of mechanical connection there. I wouldn't just hot glue it on. I definitely wouldn't just put it on.
See, now hot glue, depending upon the fabric, becomes a mechanical connection.
Yeah, if you can it penetrates the fibers.
Yeah.
But again, that's highly dependent on what you're using fabric-wise.
What your face is using.
What your mom is using fabric-wise.
And good to see more Minnesotans out there, by the way.
Larry Hughes says, evening, sir, and creepers. Cat Swift says, SoCal got winter with a smack of 5 inches of rain, 50 mile per hour winds last night, and 42 today, never above 55. I hate it. I leave that weather for everybody else, not me.
Thanks, I hate it.
Warren says, woo, glad I popped on tonight. Yeah, man.
Me
Thanks
too,
for
buddy.
letting us know.
Me too. You just showed up next time and like, hey, where's that Bigfoot poster? I'm like, what? Bigfoot poster.
Ken Zuri says, that sounds awesome, Alan. Brenda Bodman says, do you guys have a Happy Mail P.O. box address? I'd love to send you guys some Happy Mail.
The website, the address to send it to, I think it's just on our website. I don't
Still
have a
Studios.
P.O. box because I'm not yet afraid of people enough where I need one. Give me a few weeks.
You know, say we're close.
A few, I'm 20 special viewers away from just doing everything through a P.O. box.
Cat Swift says, note to everyone, when sending Alan stuff, enclosed letter or PM Shannon with contents.
Well, see, the letter explaining those was stuck to those.
Yeah.
So, like, the werewolf poster had its own letter, which didn't mention, hey, there's 2 more posters in here.
Horror Beauty says they're made from foam and fringe trim. They're pretty light.
Okay, yeah, then you're fine with Velcro.
Alan, do you want the eyes left over?
Yeah. Then go ahead and grab the rake, which is over by Stacy, the big green rake,
Big green rake.
and rake that out when you're set.
John C. says, will the giant beetle head have a body?
The giant beetle head went to a haunt in October. That's just old video that I'm trying to get my old computer cleaned of video. So that's why you got one video that was shot in March. You got another one that was kind of shot in October. I'm trying to get all those little bits and pieces I have cleaned up and out the door so that my other computer is not taxed and chock full of video crap. So that has been gone, and I mentioned in the video that it goes over top of a 55-gallon drum. The head does.
Oh, you just did the video for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It posted probably while you were driving here.
Thank you, Scott
That's what
Goldberg,
popped up. Allie?
for sharing the address. Sean Regal says, besides, if you can find his house and make you go over the road, the P.O. box isn't going to stop you.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of the point of the P.O. box is that it is neighbor house.
Well, see, but like the shop is a separate building.
Yeah.
Technically, there's an A and a B on there.
Yeah.
The house is A and the shop is B.
Gotcha. Bonnie Geek says, I'm trying to decide what to do for my full mask for Monster Camp 10. Dire wolf skull, pig head, or witch, all of which can be customized into multiple different versions to be used in the haunt next season.
If you want resale value, I would go pig head. A good pig head, and I will beat you up until you make a really good pig head, is what I would recommend.
It's definitely not reading pig head.
What did it
Same.
say?
The things you
Peen
said. Yeah. Like a Richard head.
Oh, it says penis head?
No, it's
Oh, good.
asterisking.
Oh, it's blocking me out.
Blocking it out.
I hope it's not saying penis head. So nobody wants that.
John C. says Halloween Lane.
Just about. I almost have the perfect address.
Yeah. Tina Boner says, oh, I hope I'm not one of the creepy viewers who sends a package.
No.
Not everyone who sends a package is creepy.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the package you've sent yet.
Yeah.
So.
We're deciding.
Enjoy the ants. Wait, what?
Philip Earl says, hi gang, hope you're having a wonderful time.
Hello, Philip Earl.
Hey buddy.
Hi, Philip.
Body Geek says pig head it is, and that's the one I was leaning towards.
'Cause I have a number of witches. And you said pig head, witch, or
Better?
Wolf skull. Dire
Right.
wolf skull, pig head, or witch.
yeah, like we've got a decent wolf skull here. I think. Didn't I do a wolf skull recently?
For the Anubis.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Kind of foolish,
Tina Boner says, I did send a package that had Skeletor and toys for the Krampus pet.
That's right. You did.
Warren Maxwell.
Yeah, that one wasn't creepy.
What's in the box?
We always wonder. You dry?
Mm-hmm.
Dry brush it green.
Do you have it green out already? I don't see it.
What's that?
I don't see it green out already, so I can
Nope,
go ahead.
all the paint lives over there.
Okay.
Go grab yourself a dark green. Hallie, what do you think of these things? Collar. Once you, I spray paint them. Didn't I use one on a veil for a mask too? Anyway, this is not on me right, but it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Adds an element.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used it on veils for headdresses.
Yeah.
Jennifer Pugh says, hello, Still Beast.
Jennifer Pugh! Pew pew pew!
Pew pew.
Okay.
Caswip says, collar for what?
Yep. Egyptian. It's good for Egyptian. Depends upon how you paint it. It could be a little medieval. It's a nice detail layer, I feel. And they're fairly hardy considering. Hallie, would you hand me a white bladed knife out of the blades drawer?
Gray says, hi, I'm back.
Hello, Gray.
Welcome back.
Since you're back, we'll stop talking about you.
Is there a pallet of the store that I could put some tape on?
Yeah, table.
Just put on the table?
Yep. Look at that table.
Okay.
Hallie just asked for a pallet.
Ah!
That's why she's a Hufflepuff.
I'm not.
You know who says that? Hufflepuffs.
Ow.
Any
I've taken the test.
any Slytherin would be thrilled to have people think they're a Hufflepuff. Because they get away with more.
Louise Searby says, morning creeps from UK.
Hello, Louise Searby.
I See Monsters says, hi creepers and crew, hope you're staying warm wherever you are. It's cold and wet here in California.
We were wet. We're not especially cold. Especiallycold.com.
Gray says, I have exams this week. I really thought they would be easier.
Well,
Does that mean you didn't study?
that is that sounds like a lack of preparedness.
Brenda Bogdan says, it's warm here. I'm back in North Dakota. It's 6 degrees today.
6 degrees. Thanks. I hate it.
Yep, no thanks.
You know why? Because of how slow latex cures in cold temperatures. Turned down for what?
Tina Boder says, damp and humid in Louisiana. The air conditioner is running now.
Isn't it always damp and humid in Louisiana? Like, that's one of the things you're known for. Jazz, voodoo, damp and humid.
Oh, the humidity. Body Geek says, they're complaining it's cold here in Florida. It's supposed to be 66 degrees tonight. Gray says, I definitely didn't study much for algebra. That was a mistake.
Well, depends on what Gray, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, what job do you hope to have in your future?
Math lost me when the alphabet got involved.
We're not going to talk about when math lost me.
I remember it well. I was 7.
Like 3rd grade. Tina Boder says, yep, always swampy here. Welcome to the swamp.
Welcome to this one. That's what I was gonna grab from the house and I forgot it. A copy of Utter Nonsense.
Womp womp.
Oh, that's such a great game.
Why were you going to bring it?
I was just gonna grab it in general.
Gray says, history professor.
Aha! Yeah, you don't need no algebra. You're good.
Jennifer Pugh says, nobody uses algebra anyways.
Yeah.
Cat Swift says, several of us spent a lot of yesterday hoping that older folks retrieve holiday decorations and repair them. Blown all over the park.
Wow.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, quick question. Our haunt is adding online sales next year. We're leaning towards haunt pay. Any opinions, pro/con?
Well, I haven't heard terrible things about haunt pay. We use Admit 1 at dark hour, which is through Fearworm, and we're pretty happy with that. So there's a lot of options out there. I would steer clear of Ticket Leap. That's one I would steer clear of. Other than that, they're all kind of decent.
Oh, hello, gorgeous.
You are such a fantastic.
This is here. Nobody's
is that?
Magic.
It's a little Christmas cheer.
It's definitely Christmas cheer. Very cheery.
Yours does not have any cheer.
Yours has no cheer. Hold the
Yeah.
cheer.
No cheer. Jennifer Pugh says doggos. Grace says my babies. Brenda Boggs says it's 6 degrees outside, it's 68 in my room, and 72 in the rest of the building. It's in the basement, which you keep at 64 year round. Jennifer Pugh says, hi Shannon.
Hey, pew pew pew.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says thanks.
Tell Jennifer Jonesy says hi. Oh my God, this is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the shop.
Only drink half of it because you're small.
But you're not driving.
Ah!
I'll drink your other half.
For at least a day.
Warren Maxwell says nog. No, we're not quite into the nog
Yeah,
yet.
no, it's too warm for eggnog.
This
Like,
is like
it's
a
just too
like
warm.
a Christmas
What is
sangria
it?
question mark?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
What is it? It's really good, actually.
Cranberry, rosemary, apple,
I don't know. My wife.
delicious. Jennifer Pugh says no cheer for you.
I don't even know sheer.
No Jeffrey.
So yeah, someone said something. It was on someone's Facebook post. They're talking about drinks, and I commented something that was like a side comment, and someone who I don't like, I've never heard their name before. I'm not friends with them. They said, "You don't even drink." How does that person that I don't know know that I don't really drink?
Brenda Boggs says I'm gonna send you Christmas cheer and some Happy Mail.
Hooray!
If you're sending us drugs, let us know in advance. Carol Gordon says, so good to see Stan.
It is good to see. He's in the other room, but I swear he's here. Stan, make a noise. See, that's Stan. We keep him in the other room.
Hey Ruth, get tripod cam up just a little bit there. So you're, there you go. Perfect.
You
Yeah.
move the actual snake. Yeah.
Move the snake. Carol Gordon says, hi everybody.
45 seconds.
Kidding me?
Let me see.
It's tuned in, yeah.
Is it set up for
Ooh.
one sheets? Right.
You still have a little let go.
Hallie, paint this one black so it can be drying.
You're real good.
Paint it real good. Jennifer Pugh says, yay, Stan.
Pew pew!
Get on my head.
No cheer for you.
It was me. There was no cheer for.
I was reading it. No cheer for you.
You also need to steal a clamp.
Yes, I do.
Taking back over?
No, handing this to Hallie. Wait,
What?
are you ready for me to take over?
Oh, okay. I was gonna use this one.
There's so many more. Bunch over there.
Tina Boner says, Mr. Allen, I know you don't drink, but I found a Halloween shirt on clearance for you. It has skeleton hands holding some beer mugs. It says Hoppy Halloween. Thought it was funny with your name.
Hoppy. That is kind of funny. My current Facebook profile picture is me in front of a beer sign that's called Hopsecutioner. Hey. Actually, Rue, stay right there. Don't stay there.
Don't stay there.
Louise Searby says, what y'all working on?
All right, I am working on. Me and Hallie are working on Plant Monsters. Rue, take a look at the inside of that one that I did. Take a look at it, and that way you know what to do for the next one.
Okay.
I have to look up reference material for the sculpture I'm about to do.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts says, hi, Alan.
I thought for a second you were gonna pass off a sculpture.
Oh yeah.
It says, hi, Alan, just watched the video of you painting the bug. I love the two-tone effect where you use transparent over metallic.
Exactly.
Do you have any other cool paint tricks to share like that?
Oh.
Oh, did I really?
Sometimes I actually mix water and oil-based paint on purpose to get a good looking effect. I kind of just think of them as I do them. The airbrush is directional. I use the direction quite a bit to do shading and stuff. You shoot from underneath, and then everything underneath is shadowed. If you shoot up with black and then shoot down with white, then there's a highlight. Then you can paint on top of that, and you control the lighting. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Tina Boder says, I couldn't resist the shirt for 60 cents. Josh Newman, no relation, says, hi, everyone.
Hey, Josh Newman.
Actually, oddly enough, through my sister's ridiculous ancestry research, there's actually a good chance that
You are related?
Newman and I are distantly related somehow or another.
Hey, Ruth, did you close that door when you get a chance?
Yeah. Stand it this time, not me.
I got it.
Really?
Oh. Wrong movie.
Jennifer Pugh says, what are you sculpting, Rue?
I am preparing a sculpt for Alan.
A smooth
He
back
is going to be sculpting elves.
and no.
Soldier elves. Or a soldier elf.
These are soldier elves.
Reese's Lovely Thoughts, great, thank you.
I just want the picture.
Do you need help?
What's that?
Do you need help?
No. No. It sent me to a pop-up ad-ridden website.
Hate those.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, I know Rue's only blocking out the sculpt, but it gives me Man in the Iron Mask vibes.
Yeah. Barely even blocking it out.
Rue has sculpted an excellent clay golem.
Boom! Clay golem!
Thank you.
Yeah,
Alright.
those are neat.
Swap with me, and now you can take the one that she has that's dry and knock out
Framey frame.
the frame on the inside of that.
Frame be frame. You know what? Let me. Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
It was a good one. And I felt so dumb
Wait.
as soon as I did it. That's not a leather glove. What are you doing?
Yeah, I want to mix those in.
Yeah.
You want this over here now?
Yes.
Merry Crisis. Oh, did you want to see it?
I was just looking to see if Alan had glued that in or not.
You did. You don't want it easy.
You?
Tuck Hillbilly Hope said, Rue works so hard to make eye holes, Alan sits down and proceeds to fill them in.
Yep, that's what I do.
Shannon Opp says, comrades, tonight's shop beverage is ginger beer, cranberry juice, vodka with rosemary, frozen cranberries, and sliced apples. Alan has no vodka. Magic.
So good. Oh my goodness.
That's the point of the thing, not to know.
Alan just referenced Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes.
I like that movie.
Wait, what?
You did.
Oh my goodness.
Did you miss it?
Yeah, I did.
That's the point of the thing, not to know.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Pugh says that sounds better than the Firesider stuff.
It's way better than Fire Cider. Although, it's pretty cranberry heavy for me, in all honesty. It's tart, and I'm a sweet person. I might dump a ton of sugar into this later. And then because it's ginger beer, it also punches you in the face. So, it tastes like it punches you in the face. Allie, how's it going?
Why?
What do you mean?
Why?
What do you mean, why? Just asking you how it's
No,
going.
I said it's black. I didn't say
Oh,
why.
okay. We both heard why.
I totally heard it. Why?
I don't know.
Well,
it's
make
fine.
sure things are going well.
Sorry.
What years are Gen Z people born? Like, when is the first Gen Z?
Ask her. Ask the computer.
Alexa, what years are considered Generation Z?
The birth dates of Generation Z typically range from the mid to late 1990s to the early 2010s.
You are Gen Z.
Okay.
Brandon Modern says, wow, that's
Solidly.
quite a drink. Jason Herr says, finally made it.
Jason, hello.
Cat Swift says, best answer ever.
Woo, wow.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 8:21 p.m.
Only 8? Wow.
Got out here a little earlier than usual
I
tonight.
know.
Yeah, you were almost on time.
Man, traffic really was really bad
Over here.
because we took 635 up because Hallie's closer to 635 than she is to.
Oh, I would never take 6:35.
Yeah, friends don't let friends
And it
take
was-
6:35.
Yeah.
It was just stupid. I totally should have just gone to. But I'm also trying to take the toll less.
Farm roads, man, farm roads. It takes me the exact same amount of time to take Highway 6.
Jason Harris says, best answer, or sorry, the drink sounds awesome, would love to try it. Body Geek says, C3PO sculpt in progress.
Kinda. These guys are looking a little funky.
Scott Kohler, thank you for sharing our Patreon merch.
Thanks, buddy.
They're a little C3PO like. Yeah.
You want me to like take a pen out and look at it? Or?
No. That's fine. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. This is more than even.
Did I leave a real thickening spot?
I'm working on it. It's alright.
You got it, Scott Kohler. Good job.
What do you do?
You had the wrong link the first time.
You give them all the admin link to sign in and make changes.
No.
Just trying to get things even, guys. I want to start sculpting details and going into, structures of the face, but I'm not ready. If I did that now, it'd be a lot harder because I don't have a good base to build those on.
Hey, I'm ready for this drive. Oh, what the
There
bird
you go.
That is so cool, Warren. Funny thing is, I've been obsessed with Rougarous before my name was Rick. So. I've always been a fan.
Tina Bowden says, can we see the reference picture, please?
Yes. Stacy, would you switch it to tripod and then run this camera over to that screen so we show it? Run might be an excessive term.
Sprint it over there.
Amble. I did that with Detective from Blue.
The reference picture.
They're from Thor, The Dark World. They're not from Hellboy. I was wrong. And then go to Pip.
And you're pipped. Whoop. You're not pipped. Nope, now you're pipped again.
Hip hip hooray!
Ken Zuri says those characters are wicked.
Yeah,
Totally wicked.
they're kind of cool. I just have to do something like inspired by them. I started getting a lot of LARP stuff on my TikTok feed for some reason.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm looking at, I have a lot of sword stuff already.
Yeah. Tina Boner says thanks. Brenda Bondon says now it all makes sense.
Yeah. C3PO intensifies. Well, I was playing my drink.
No.
I don't think Armor All too bad for you. Allie, how's it going?
Your new response to all questions from now on needs to be why.
Why?
Why?
It's black and I'm dry. Is it dry?
I believe so. I got all the little spots I missed, I think. And now I'm gonna dry brush it green.
Perfect. You understand.
She understood the assignment.
Correct arena.
Body Geek says, was that all Armor All or was it water?
This is Armor All. One of the good things about being me is that I discover new things all the time. One of the bad things about being me is I don't like to do crap the same way twice. So sometimes I discover things that I should not have done. But so far, using Armor All on a sculpture hasn't bitten me in the butt, so I'm just going to keep doing it. What was it that sometimes if I pledge too early, nothing wants to stick to the sculpt. Like I can't get more clay to stick to it. But I have not had that issue with Armor All. So, there. Okay, so why use Armor All on the clay? Because I want to give the clay some wax-like properties. Oil-based, like Monster Clay, is pretty waxy. And if I just use Armor All on this, then it kind of adds some wax into this clay. It'll help with things like sheen. And hopefully it'll help me smooth it. It's a pretty smooth piece.
Versus just using water?
Yeah. Water just kind of turns into mud. I'm hoping that I can leave a residual on the clay, just like wet clay has glycerin added to it. This is going to have a little wax added to it with the Armor All. I use hand lotion on the clay quite a bit. That adds lanolin.
Jordan Easel says, I heard some people use lighter fluid on clay.
Well, not water-based clay. If this were a oil-based clay, that's one of the things that people use to smooth it out. There's a lot of different chemicals in for different clays that you might use.
Body Geek says, oh, this isn't wet clay?
This is just water-based clay. Last time I bought clay, it was just water-based. He didn't have any wet.
Take it off.
Great. Set up next to Hallie and get that one dry brush green, and then do a couple layers of green, darker to lighter green.
Darker to lighter. Darker to lighter.
Sculpting tools.
Alan,
We
your
have to
pumpkin
run
over here
around
is starting
for
to
you
get gooey.
What's that, Rue?
Your pumpkin over there is starting to get gooey.
Which one?
You.
Put them on the table.
We may, I think, in the future, pick it up just a hair. Maybe not right now.
No, right now.
Yeah, he's starting to get squishy.
Is there a certain reason why you're keeping it, Alan?
I want to mold them. How's that?
Good.
This one's still very solid.
Brenda Bodman says, don't the hot temperatures down there affect the clay with the wax in it?
It's not that hot. Wax has a melting temperature, 100 degrees. We're nowhere near that.
Right now.
Yeah, the shop can get 100 degrees, but
But we try not to let it.
that's rare. Don't eat that.
Not for eating. Do you want all of these condensed over there?
What?
Your tools?
No,
Okay.
that's my main project right now.
Gotcha.
You can go back to Pip.
And we're good. Ish. Yeah, there. For some reason, phone cam is doing that, like, turn off.
Yeah, it goes black for a second.
Yeah.
Did we tell the creepers what question Hallie asked before we got started?
What?
No.
No.
About for a pallet.
Oh yeah. Hallie actually asked me if there was a palette she could use for paint.
And you went, oh, aren't you cute?
Thanks, Dad.
Squirt that on a counter like everybody else.
It's the table.
Thank you.
Listen, am I right?
Hey, if you don't get ripped on a little bit at the shop, you think we don't like
And
you.
you must not have shown up.
Yeah.
You think we don't like you.
Brenda Bodman says, have you ever scared someone into a heart attack or seizure?
Yes.
Did they live?
Well,
Do you know?
I have had one heart attack that lived no problem, and I had one person die.
How
You
did
literally scared someone to death?
Yes.
Wow, where was this?
This was at Terror on Church Street in Orlando,
Dang.
and it was an elderly couple. They both went through the room, no problem. She started hyperventilating in the room. He started having a heart attack. He made it around the corner, but not to the next set.
Oh
And
no.
I, of course, called show support into my room
Yeah.
because I had an elderly woman who was hyperventilating, and we didn't even know that he was around the corner.
Oh no,
Not
that's
until all
terrible.
that was said.
Woof.
So, yeah, that was rough.
Yikes on bikes.
Thanks for asking. Merry Christmas.
That's it. Your ghost of Christmas past is gonna take you right there. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
no, why? Why this?
This is the spot. This is where you bring me. That's it. I'm out.
What?
The Stream Deck is doing some weird.
Go into a weird.
Yeah, the pip has ceased being pip and is now a.
It'll come back.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a green key looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big Streamlabs fan.
We don't like Streamlabs in this household.
Curse you, Stream Deck. Brenda Bottom says, this will sound mean, but if you scared someone to death, you are awesome at your job.
That's one way of looking at it.
I mean, I guess circumstances were also not exactly on their side. Jordan Diesel says, so what are you sculpting?
I am sculpting one of the, inspired by the elves from Thor,
Dark World?
The Dark World.
No death, but 1 heart attack and 1 grand mal seizure.
Yikes. I don't think I've put someone into any sort of medical condition.
For a while there, I thought I was cursed when I walked through the show as a director.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it for several shows. I never walked through all of them. I would just watch. I'd go somewhere and I'd watch the show, and then I'd go somewhere else and I'd watch the show. Because of just, like, we had a grand mal seizure happen in the group that I decided to hop in with.
Had a girl's bungee rig not catch directly in front of
Right,
you.
That
right.
I decided, yes, one of the stunts failed, and I watched an actress break her ankle.
Woo.
Paul Bennett says, very weird weather today. It's almost 60 degrees. That never happens for my hometown. It's always 30 degrees or less.
Yeah,
Jordan Easel says, this is an elf? Question mark?
well, it is what some people have decided an elf could look like. I'm doing an artistic rendition of their artistic rendition. I don't want to copy. For some reason I see this like being made out of coral. I don't know why.
Yeah. Paul Bennett says, north of me, there's almost 2 feet of snow, but my home is wet grass.
Weird.
Still a little bit of contact cement on my fingers. And there's still a lot on the inside of this mask.
Womp womp.
Just
Are you-
glued my fingers
Quite
inside
sticky?
the mask.
Are you stickier than you need to be, Rue?
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says,
Sticky.
I scared someone into a broken ankle running away from me once,
Room
but
cam?
yeah, yours is worse.
Room cam?
Room cam. What was it? Room, there.
I thought you said Rue Cam. I'm like,
Oh, like, do
I
we have a room cam?
specific cam?
Where's this little, like, this, like, point of view cameras?
Just a heads up, just,
Yeah,
you know? Yeah, POV rig.
yeah.
Yeah, like a little GoPro on you. Yeah.
Perfect.
I will never again do a video with a GoPro on my head.
Oh?
Yeah. Bad. Worst video I've ever made.
Which one was that?
Witch jars. Or witch bottles.
Yeah.
Do the whole video with the camera on my head.
Oh.
C6 City.
Yeah, I bet. Jordan Easel says, looks very insect-esque.
Now watch Rue, guys. Tripod cam.
Eat that cookie.
Alright. These are my feet.
Speaking of feet, where's Stan? Let him show his socks off.
Stan!
He's hiding in the other room.
Tell him, think about what you're doing. What did you do this weekend, Ruth?
Oh. For anybody, I have a mouthful of food.
Say it around the cookie.
And it's fruitcake, so it's not like it like disappears
Yeah,
quickly.
stick to your teeth. Stick to your teeth, food.
But yes, so this weekend I was. If anybody was paying attention to the Creepers site and saw our Krampus event that we were doing, I was the Red Krampus for on the throne.
He doesn't
Taking a
mean the
picture-
bathroom, he means a throne.
Yes.
It's a popular enough euphemism now, and we don't use the word throne enough. I thought I should clarify.
Yeah. I was taking the pictures with the peoples, doing the Krampus thing.
I get a picture with you.
Stacy did not get a picture with me. I
I
just
was stuck in the
totally
booth
thought
all
of that. I was like, I was just about to say, I think everybody got a picture with me, and then I was like, wait a minute. No, Stacy did not.
I didn't get one.
I think even Tony did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brendan Bodman says, if I ever come to your haunt and you scare me to death, I expect you to make a gnarly, horrifying zombie vampire version of me for the next hunt.
Hooray.
Horror Beauty says, yes, you made a lot of people sick on the Witch Bottle video. Cool product. Cat Swift says, cool, I didn't know that was you.
Yep, that was me. That is my red Krampus, who is now 5 years old. Something like that. And it's been... His legs are starting to show their age. That's about the,
Yeah.
like, my legging covers. Like,
Yeah.
Well, so are mine.
it was, Denise Baumgartner came
Yeah.
up to me and was like, you need to have, like, you should, like, let Stacy know that these are starting to get holes in them, and then she should redo them. Like, this is my personal one.
I'm glad that Denise Baumgartner thinks I'm personally responsible for all of the fixing, though. Winning.
That means she probably also thinks that you just let him go.
Well, you know. I let him free in the wild of his own accord.
Actually, no. Keep that. I need the white.
Get it. Use a deed.
Wow.
I was
Okay.
busy being the QAnon Krampus.
QAnon Krampus.
Mostly because of political talk that would generate. Allie, how's it going?
Why?
Why?
It's green.
Great. Do it again.
Again.
Again, only lighter. And less of it.
I'm really looking forward to next year's Krampus event. I think that getting the
Me too.
whole street involved and is York City going to sponsor? Like,
Yeah.
heck yeah. Jordan Easel says, I think Wed Clay was developed by Disney,
It was.
Who was?
hence the name.
When?
Walter Elias Disney.
Now there's debate as whether or not it was developed by one of his people, and he just
Named it for
threw his name on
Yeah.
it.
as is his way.
But they were on his clock, so.
Yeah, we're aware of how that works. We come up with something cool that's it's a still piece thing. But that's kind of the neat thing about working for a prop house, you know, or a creative organization, is that you get to collab on stuff.
Yeah.
You have more resources to collab on stuff. The mouth.
Nothing hurts like your mouth, mouth, mouth.
Oh my gosh, speaking of mouths. We watched Monday night, because we were not in the shop Monday night. I was able to meet up with a friend who's been trying to coordinate for weeks, like, hey, we should hang out. So we decided that what we should do Monday night was watch terrible movies and drink wine and like
Like you're in the
MST3.
shop.
Yeah, and MST3K them. so we watched a 5-headed shark attack,
Yeah.
Ooh.
which there are only 4 heads on that shark initially. They later in the movie produce, with no explanation, and it is never addressed at all, another head on the back of the shark. So it loses its tail and gains a head on its butt.
Don't miss
Wow.
Make it make sense.
So it looks like a hand.
As
not
you
a
do.
thumb.
I saw a really cool sculpt
Yeah.
for a miniature that I really kind of want now. Is that it's a Cerberus Rex.
Ooh,
It's a T-Rex with 3 heads.
nice.
That's pretty sick.
And it was really cool.
You're doing me a concern. I'm not sure how I'd kill that right away.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says you all need to organize all Dark Hour staff to answer Alan by saying why to any question all day long.
Amen.
Yeah, that wouldn't get old at
Yeah,
all.
that's true.
I'm sure Ellen would love that.
Jordan Diesel says they mixed ordinary water clay with glycerin to mimic the consistency of oil clay.
We know.
Body Geek says I'm chomping at the bit to get back home so I can start working on stuff again.
Yours is very clean.
Scott Collard says time for me to head home. Have a good time. Good night, Scott.
Take care, sir.
Thank you for your admin services.
Yeah. You're gonna paint over them anyway.
Okay.
Admin services.
Oh wow, that
It's dark as it dries.
I don't know. I did a no-no though.
What'd you do?
Started in the
You
middle
didn't
of the
brush
mask.
first? Oh, you started right in the middle, made a hot spot?
Yeah.
Hate it when that happens.
Womp womp.
That is a tough one to overcome.
Yes.
I want to do it too. I want to start in the dead middle. But it's a bad idea.
This is very interesting.
Oh, I?
Yeah. It's not very good. But it's very interesting.
The Maddie Madison says, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. I'm the people of now.
Yeah, you're not the people of the future.
Brenda Bodwin says, what is this creature that you're making called?
Well, let's call it a space elf.
Spelf.
Don't call it a space elf. See, I would
It's
write
been here
to,
for years.
Yeah, don't call it a space elf. I've been here for years.
Cat Swift says, Alan, your facial expressions doing the sculpt are very different, like you're having a problem with part of it.
I was listening to Rue talk. That always makes me make a weird face.
This is his concerned face.
I think the face that you were thinking of was when he said 3-headed T-Rex. I remember that. Okay.
The coolest thing about that miniature was that it had a riding platform on the back of it.
Ooh, you could ride the
So it
Cerberus
was
Rex.
like, and it was like a 4 character saddle platform on the back of the Cerberus Rex.
Stan!
I kind of
He is
kind of
emerged.
wanted it real
Have
bad.
emerged. Brendan Vaughn was and Alan said all that stuff when he was talking about the WD-40. Maybe the armor all. Each is in this 30.
What'd you need, Stan?
Trash bag, big trash.
Jordan Diesel says, I had a feeling this had an intergalactic quality.
Yes.
Intergalactic.
Planetary
It is a darkish elf. I keep wanting to go in here for tools, but Stan, now this, go to room cam, this whole unit is just computer stuff. Like sound cables and cameras and that kind of crap is in there.
General tools or kind of.
Yeah, they're all in this room.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head.
Which one?
Intergalactic.
Galactic.
Oh.
I think I needed to clean the water trap. It's past the switch. We didn't get the other one because of that. We don't have it. It takes time to really set that right. Yeah.
Jordan Easel says, looks like a character from Doctor Who. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Brenda Bodman says, Armor All, WD-40, Super Glue, Raid, Tequila makes it all the same.
No, all of these they go on that.
Super light.
Yeah,
Air.
just on the,
And that's why we test on sides.
yeah.
I almost did the same thing again because that was too wet. Tested on the side.
Tuck Hillbilly Homestead says, Stacey, I think you'd have Taylor Swift songs stuck in your head 24/7. Fortunately, no. Like,
No.
I listen
No.
to enough of my own music, and I don't spend nearly enough of the time of my life in the car with my daughter that it really isn't that intrusive into my life. Brenda Bobman says, kidding, I'm not drinking. Good. She said, Armor All, WD-40, Super Glue, Raid, Tequila makes it all the same.
It does, actually. Drink enough of any of those.
Oh God. Don't drink Super Glue.
Or raid.
Both
It
of
takes a
those.
little bit of rain.
I don't think it will take much Super Glue either, honestly.
Would you hit me?
And you're pipped.
Thanks.
Hip hip
That's why you
hooray!
don't feel pipped.
Doing another highlight on top of that, or should I start doing eyes and teeth?
Do inside of mouths.
Inside of mouth.
Pale pink.
Pale pink. Got it.
You have white already.
How many layers did you do? I like the lighterness.
I did
2 or 3.
4.
4.
3 lighter.
Hallie, what number?
4
are you on?
layers total.
Speed up.
I'm fine. Please don't look at me like that.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Alan Hobbs, what? No. Absolutely not.
Focus.
I'm trying not to
There's a
mess
good
this up.
highlight, like end highlight from there. Is there?
Thank you.
Oh gosh.
But the ground's so far away.
Horror Beauty says, what are you gonna do for eyeballs?
Black screen, it looks like.
Do you have white?
I do. Over there.
Bonnie Geek says, I'm meeting up with Resurrect Friday to go see Sir Henry's Christmas haunt.
That's awesome. I love that. I've heard good things. My buddy Jake is out there right now, and he went. And you might see some familiar characters if you watch the live streams.
Jordan Easel says, I don't drink either, but I did taste a spoon of whiskey. It tasted like watered down apple juice. Not bad.
You had terrible whiskey. It should also burn your face.
It tastes like burning.
Watered down apple juice?
Yeah, that wasn't. Someone lied to you.
That was.
That was not whiskey.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, wife tells me we're doing a 48-hour fast this week, so she's chosen divorce.
No.
Choices were made.
pull out some cash, you can swing by a Mickey D's or something.
How's that fast going? Ooh, great.
Great, super.
48-hour fast while at home.
You bet.
It's gonna seem like a 48-hour slow.
Wah, wah, wah.
Or Beauty says that was not whiskey.
And how angry were you afterwards?
Jordan says that probably wasn't whiskey then. Yeah, it seems unlikely. I feel like whiskey, you'd know.
Sure.
Alexa, add Armor All to my shopping list.
You already have Armor All on your shopping list.
Alexa, remind me when I'm at Home Depot to buy Armor All.
The nearest the Home Depot is 9.5 miles away on Center Point Lane in Greenville.
You're a fool.
Do you want that one?
Yes.
Okay, Alan. Next time you arrive at the Home Depot, I'll send a notification to your phone and receiver. Please install the latest version of the Alexa app.
I was totally gonna say that myself.
Oh.
That be a smart guy saying, hey, next time you're there, now.
No, when I get there, she'll ring in my pocket and tell me buy Armor All.
Yeah.
It's location based.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is so weird.
It's awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
look, I have a full thing of Armor All.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says my secret sock drawer stash will be used. Cat Swift says good whiskey should make your toes curl, knees wobble, and eyes cross. You can hope. Ooh.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter is probably good to have on hand for a fast.
Jordan
Then
Easel
you're
says, but whiskey is made with different fruits, isn't it? I think whiskey is usually
It's just mushrooms, Jordan.
No,
It's all mushrooms.
It's not mushrooms.
It could be.
Not mushrooms.
Body Geek says, I'm bringing apple pie moonshine. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, Alexa with the shade. Brenda Bottom says, I don't drink alcohol. I do, however, make it very well.
Hooray.
The Maddie Madsen says, oh, ALEXA has jokes.
This wasn't joke. She was really helping.
You really.
Body Geek says, she reminds like I do.
No, like when I get to Home Depot, she will say, I walk inside, and then I get a text that says, you can set up your shopping list by location. And when you get to that store, she tells you what to get from that store. Once you're there. That's nice because I don't always remember to open it up and look at the list.
Cracking up Brenda and Patricia.
Y'all were thinking she was being mean, but she was being more helpful than any of you.
Yum distilled
Ugh,
mushrooms.
gross.
No thanks.
Everybody wants distilled mushrooms.
I mean, context is key. Like,
That's a tea normally, right?
yeah. Throw some lemons in there, you're good. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Just say you saw one of those.
Yeah, seems legit. I read it on the internet.
You just watch Joe Rogan. All they do is talk about drugs. I had a hard time. On YouTube,
I call you sheltered, but you're really not.
on YouTube, that's one of the things that that they recommend a lot. But they
Drugs?
now, now,
Not also, maybe drugs. Like,
now, but they only recommend the ones where it's people talking about being attacked by animals. It's like Joe Rogan talks to a guy who gets messed up by a bear. Joe Rogan talks to a guy who got beat up by a gorilla. Like, this is great. That I'll watch.
Jordan News says distilled apple juice sounds much more appetizing. You get like Applejack, apple brandy.
Yeah, they ruin it with alcohol. Just like drink apple juice, man. It's good. It's delicious. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. can tell a story from this weekend. Be right back.
Yeah, that isn't sucking. Let's see, started this weekend. Well, we had, Krampus's, okay, so the event that we were in is in a little pavilion right next to, the main thoroughfare in downtown Plano. And so we're next to the street, but not right on the street. But we did have, costume characters, including a Grouch and a Snowman and several Krampuses, and a Christmas elf, or a dark elf, out, like, walking up and down the street in between the place where we were staging all of our characters to get dressed and the actual market area. And people were literally stopping in the middle of the street to take pictures of the Krampuses that were walking by, and the Grinch especially was really engaged, or the Grouch was really engaging, flagging people down, and people were stopping to take pictures and stopping to pull into the parking lot and come and actually see the event, which was cool. We were also right next to the train tracks, so the dirt rail in Dallas was going right by our setup there. Tuck Hillbilly Home says, who was the black and white still Krampus? That was my favorite. That actually was our casting director at Dark Hour, Amber Frack. She's guested on the channel before, did some sculpting for us. Shikumo, I think, is the sculpt that she did here. Shikumo, yeah, she is amazingly talented, and was actually, that was who Tony was wrangling all weekend. My husband came out and helped wrangle still characters as well, so that was who he was with. But yeah, it was big fun, and I think for next year we're gonna see if we can get some fire involved. We're definitely gonna take over the whole street. There's an Austrian restaurant that's just a couple of doors up from where we were located, and that guy has been involved with Krampus Cruise his whole life in Austria, and now is very excited to see it popping up here in Plano where his restaurant's located. So he's going to be partnering with us for that, so that should be big fun. What else exciting happened? One of our Dark Hour actresses was one of the three-way tie winners for the costume competition. She had a Countess of Chaos, that was the costume was,
Yeah.
on
24
24-inch stilts. She was massive. And she's a tall girl to start with.
And then had the smallest one,
Yeah.
beer handler.
Yeah, Hallie was walking around there at like knee height.
Not even.
Patricia Hogarty
Not
says,
even knee
what is
height.
that sculpt going to be? This is actually going to be, let's see if we can get this on camera all the way up. Let's do that for a bit. It's going to be a dark elf, or a space elf.
One more light layer
It's
and
not quite straight out, but
One
you
more
can see
real
all
light
the
layer
parts of
and
it.
just
on the high.
Fair.
Trisha Hogarty says fire involved, or your costumes fire
They
involved?
don't
It'll
have
probably not be
it
costume
has.
characters doing fire. It'll probably be people in more fire-safe costumes doing fire. But traditionally, there are a lot of fire happenings that go on with Krampus parades. So I'm looking forward to that being a thing. Because A, I'm a fire performer, and B, I'm kind of a pyromaniac, so I'm excited about
yeah.
having that involved.
Sames.
Yeah, I got to reuse my, let's see, Casper says, what was the reason it was done this weekend and not December 5th on Krampusnacht? Well, we were supposed to be operating in coordination with another market, a mistletoe market that was already happening in the downtown Plano area. And then there was some road construction issues, and so that market itself got canceled, but we went ahead and ran with the Christmas with Krampus anyways. I think we had traditionally done dark hours, pictures with Krampus later, after Krampusnacht proper. We also use it as a toy drive, so they brought a whole bunch of toys that were collected there and got to donate those, which was awesome. Is that you for pour outs?
That is for me for 4 outs.
Alexa, stop. But yeah, so traditionally we do
That
a little
seems
later in the
early,
season.
but-
Well, it was only an hour and 45, right? Trisha Hogarty says, I was worried about the treetop I made being fireproof, so I put LEDs in it. Yeah, LEDs are pretty low voltage. Shouldn't have to worry.
Low voltage, no
Low,
heat.
yeah, no heat. generated to speak of, really. So
Maybe
yeah.
not no heat, but a little heat.
Several people brought their animals to get pictures taken with Krampus.
Oh my gosh.
Which is
And
really
all
cool.
of the photos turned out great.
Yeah.
Turns out Q is the absolute like puppy and baby whisperer for making them look at the
Yeah.
camera and getting the perfect shot.
A couple people brought their cats.
How
Cats were well behaved.
there's only the one cat.
Well, there was another cat at the event. I don't know
No,
if they
there
brought
were
her
3 cats at the event.
Okay, only one did photos with me.
Right.
And to be
And
fair,
it
cat was like,
only it really didn't like it.
2 cats were freaked out. I took a picture with the freaked out cat. You took a picture.
Midnight?
Yes. And then Doobie did not take pictures. Finally calmed down.
yeah,
And then Backpack Cat was pretty chill the whole time.
yeah. But he didn't come out with a cat.
Backpack Cat in a bubble.
Backpack.
Jordan Easel says, so her natural height was 7 feet. How tall is Kaylee normally?
5'11".
She's 5'11" normally, and she was on 24-inch stilts. She was tall. Very tall. I shifted your camera a little bit so you could have this guy more fully in frame.
She
not
bees
like
the
that.
tall. That's for sure.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I moved it at that one point just to give them a head-on shot of it.
Casper says, I know the Toys for Tots drive, but this Sunday we did Wells ours also, but I didn't know we were tying into that. Yeah.
Yes.
Jordan Easel says, the blue and white still Krampus. Her natural height was about 7 feet.
No.
How tall was Amber with that one? She was pretty tall. I want to say she was
Yeah,
also.
she walked a little taller.
She was also on like 24
She was about 7.5.
Yeah.
Amber's?
Yeah.
She had actually brought her stilts down a little bit too. They
Yeah.
used to be taller.
Yeah. She's not quite as tall as Kaylee in.
Oh, absolutely not. She's not very tall.
No, she's not as tall as I am. She's what maybe 5'7", 5'6". She Tony height.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, her Krampus was apparently a huge hit. I've heard lots of people saying that they really liked that one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Colorful, different layout.
Yeah.
The Dark Hour Krampuses, we're kind of going for a tribe look,
Yeah.
which will make anyone else stand out.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, there's a Tony. Tony says she's my height. So yeah. Hey there, handsome. Thanks for tuning in. Jordan Easel says, I'm taller than my mama and big sister.
That's good.
Taller than my mama and my little sister.
My sister is 5'1".
Oh, that's great sized.
My mother is 5'4".
Dang.
My father is 5'6".
So you won the lottery.
I 5'11".
Yeah.
Thank you, milkman.
Mr. Jimmy FX says, hi everyone.
Hey, Mr. Jimmy.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, the vines you made into YouTube Wednesday, would they be weatherproof for a haunted trail?
Well, yes, because pool noodles are fine out. Oh, wait, those vines. Yes, they're fine outside. Because everything in that mix is weatherproof.
Jordan Easel says, I'm probably 5'4"-ish. Bella, why is your
Alexa,
voice
set a
mad?
timer for 15 minutes.
Fonny Geek says,
15 minutes. Starting now.
I'm 5'12", still haven't gotten used to the stilts.
5'12".
512?
You're
Did it?
6 feet tall.
Did it say second timer?
No, this is the first timer that was only went off.
You already poured out War Piggin?
Yeah, I just poured it.
Did you get latex in your watch? No, rude.
It's terrible.
Hi, Ben.
things I knew were going to happen at some point.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, okay, thanks. Yes, what a happy face.
Good thing it was free.
I need a free watch.
I haven't ruined it yet.
Brenda Bodman says 5'12" equals 6 foot. Listen, I don't make generalizations about the comments. I just read the comments.
You just assume his height.
Mr. Jimmy FX says, I'm late, so may I ask what you're sculpting?
This is one of the
Yeah.
elf-like critters from For the Dark World. And I'll show you
You
this.
can actually use this one.
And then I'll show you my
And I will
reference.
start on the white on that over there.
Hopefully don't go
Hopefully, don't.
Jordan Easel says, and my mom and my sis come up to my neck. Don't look into the light.
How does this work?
You're only
I just held it
5'4",
up.
and your mom and your sister come up to your neck.
There you go.
in. Me, my sister, my
They're
grandma, all
tiny.
the same height.
Them some tiny peoples.
Hey, hey now.
Patricia Hogarty says, I bought my
Tiny.
granddaughter a
I say
police
again.
play outfit. Then I realized
So
once in it, asked her mom
small.
if I should remove the toy
Me,
gun and
my
knife
sister, my
and gun
grandma,
holster,
all
grenade, and
the
billy club. At least there's a lot of, still a lot of items left.
4'11".
Why does a police costume has a grenade?
LA?
I guess. Brenda Bodman says, I'm only 5'9". You all are making me feel short.
5'9"'s taller than average for a lady.
Yeah.
I'll make you feel tall.
I'm 5'9", and was it Jennifer Pugh that when we met up at Trans World for the first time was like, oh my God, you're so tall. I had no idea you were so tall. I was like, I guess I'm usually sitting down, either sewing or reading comics, so I look short.
You sound short.
I sound short.
Did you want this one?
Don't flip over backwards. Don't flip over.
Body Geek says, I almost got the lady to put 5'12" on my driver's license back in the early 90s. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, I'm 5'6", Brenda, hence why I love my stilts. Jordan Diesel says, I could be wrong because none of us are dwarves.
Body Geeks, I'm pretty sure you've told us that before.
Yes.
Mr. Jimmy says, oh, okay, looking pretty close to it. Patricia Hogarty says, I lost 2 inches. Now I'm only 5 foot. I want my 2 inches back. Horror Beauty says, 5'4", I'm short. I have to use a step stool for everything. I think Gray is 5'2", maybe?
Gray's tiny.
She's small.
She's not human sized.
She's bite-sized.
How tall?
Gray.
Taller than you.
So,
She would be so excited to not be the tallest one here.
Laura Kilpatrick wanted to be a dark hour witch so bad when she worked there.
Yeah.
And I kept telling her she was too short. And she's like 5'5", maybe 5'6".
Yeah.
But I kept telling her she was too short to be a witch. And, yeah. And then, of
And then
course,
we made
Laura,
little Laura.
Laura, who is 4 foot tall, a witch.
She was big man.
And I said, well, see, now she's not short, she's extraneously short. I had all these reasons why. Eventually she didn't get to be a witch.
Which witch was she?
I can only think of the name that we made up. She picked the dress that was really tight
Yeah.
when she, and then, your life changes a little bit, and she got a little bigger. And then so the next time she put it on, she was the Witch of Gravy.
Oh no.
But she wasn't the Witch of Gravy. She was Vidua Writhe, the Pain Witch.
Ah, there you
Yeah.
Oh
go.
yeah, Game Witch. That's
Brenda Bottom says, okay, I don't feel so bad now. I'm 6.5 foot tall and feet in heels. I'm such a lady I can run in them. Not sure about walking though.
Those are some heels, man. It's funny, me and Shannon are pretty much exactly the same height. But her hip is like 3 inches above my hip
Yeah, she's all
because
leg.
she's all leg. And when I get in the car, after she drives, I have to change the mirror as if a short person were driving because her torso is so much shorter.
So Tony is 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
I am 5'9". It is just enough that his daytime use mirror setting is my nighttime use mirror setting. Catso says, my youngest daughter hit 6 foot when she entered high school. Unfortunately, she stopped, but her height is a great advantage in her male-dominated field. Jordan Diesel says, so according to one of my little brothers, I'm 5'10", and my big sis is 4'11", and my mom is just 5 foot.
Yeah, you said you were 5'4" earlier, and that does not sound right.
Tony says, I've heard her tell the Gravy Witch story.
Yes. I think she came up with that. I don't think I did, because that would be mean even for me.
Yeah.
Don't pick on anything that someone can't change within 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's my rule. In 2 weeks, you go out and get a haircut. I can pick on your haircut.
Yep. But don't tell Brad. Brenda Bottom says, my mom was only 5 foot. Dang, how tall was your dad?
Well, that's like my nephew Tommy. My nephew Tommy is 6'2". His dad is 5'8", and my sister is like 5'2".
Dang.
Like, no idea where that came from at all.
Patricia Hogarty says, if she was too short to be a witch, what was she tall enough for?
Tooth Fairy. She was a Tooth Fairy for a while. She was, yeah, she had a couple characters.
Jordan Houston says, also, both my little brothers are slightly taller than me.
Need to give these guys a little more of a Kardashian pout happening over here.
Plump the lip.
You guys on teeth and eyes now?
Yep.
Tony says his dad was tall enough.
I'm on teeth and eyes. She's still doing inner mouth.
I'm working on it also.
YKMX.
What?
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, great job.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing good, kid.
Thanks. Thanks, Jack.
Catswin says, my oldest daughter is 5'11", and I hit 5'9" before starting the shrinking. Their dad was 6'7", so there was no chance of them being short. Tony Hillbilly Homestead says she's still looking for a pallet. Don't feel bad, Hallie. I did the same thing. He was like, are you seriously using a piece of cardboard? Stop that.
What a waste of cardboard.
Listen, I'm right there. I'm right there. And now I've started doing it at my house where like all my folding tables have paint all over them. And Tony's like, why?
Now they know, we know they're ours.
Yep.
And no one at any event is going to steal my folding table.
Grace Curtis, I'm not sure what you mean. Jordan Easel says being 8 foot carries many health risks.
Hello, Grace. You seem to be new. How are you? I hope things are good. We tend to read all the comments. And because of that, we try to encourage people to post things of substance.
Doesn't always happen, as you will see from reading
Right.
the comments.
Sometimes 1980 is on.
Jordan Diesel says I could be wrong. Brenda Bottom says my mom was 5'1", dad is 5'11", I'm 5'9", my hubby was 6'5", his mom was 5 foot even, his dad was 6'1". My sons are from 6'3" to 6'6".
Dang it, dang it.
Tall people.
Got that tall gene. Body Geek says, how many pool noodles did you wind up using in the throne?
Most of them were half pool noodles. So we did 70 branches, about 35 pool noodles.
I was gonna say, didn't we average it to about 30 something? Wasn't a full box when we started.
Okay. Good. So before I do too much detailing on this, like I really need it to dry up a little.
Yeah.
Do the same size, yeah.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says sometimes it gets weird.
Indeed. But a lot of times, like, new people will pop on and they assume that no one reads the chat. So they do little, like, desperate cry for attention stuff in there, like, I don't know, we've had them before. Mostly on the Stilpies channel, because there's so many subscribers.
Yeah.
Has Alan ever taught you how to do teeth? How to paint teeth?
No, but I'm assuming it's just a brush stroke.
Single stroke.
And the biggest crime that you can do is get white on the gums or get white in between the two teeth. The white of the tooth should be an island of color. And no islands touch. Island of color. So don't have too much on your brush, but don't have so much you need like 3 coats. It's so little you need 3 coats.
Jordan Diesel says, I once heard of someone who had a medical condition where his bones grew so fast that his skin would always have open wounds. Ow.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. It also sounds like maybe you read it in a fantasy book as opposed to like the New England Journal of Medicine. If it was Ripley's Believe It or Not, that was a fantasy book. Alright,
You don't believe in Mr. Ripley?
well, for a while there, I repaired and made exhibits for Ripley's museums.
Jordan Diesel says his soft tissues couldn't keep up with his bone growth.
I assure you that none of those are real.
Body Geek says,
Oh, I know.
any ideas where to get polyurea coating?
Yes, polyurea is often a hard coat. In order to apply it though, you normally need like a heated system. So, I mean, you can get it at Graco Specialty Coatings sells it. They're up here in Dallas. I don't know of anybody near you, but I'd have to look it up. But yeah, I mean, it's a good option, but it's about $2,000 worth of equipment to spray. You might check with Sue Gray at, what's her haunts name again? Greystone Manor?
Gray House Homes?
At
That's
Greystone
her
Manor.
name.
In Longview, Texas, because she had a system that was up for sale because she was using that on her phone for a while.
Buster Max says, why does the video keep pausing?
Well,
Probably your connection.
I know I haven't done any.
Oh,
I don't
is it
know.
still
I don't
doing
know.
that?
Is it still pausing, guys? Because sometimes it didn't for a long time, and then it did the other day. I don't know why.
Let's find out.
Is one camera pausing, or is all of them pausing? Please say pausing or not pausing. Avocado.
Advocating.
Jordan Diesel says, I know of Robert Wadlow, the world's tallest man. Cat Swift says, not sure about that, but growing pains can be real. Between my ex and the 6 brothers, all well over 6 foot, and they had times where they had real pains.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whose timer was that?
That was my 15-minute. Alexa, stop. It's just raining masks. It's fine.
Resurrect Costume says, hello, creepy peeps.
Hey, Rob.
Felicia F says, pausing. Both. Avocado. YouTube had some issues the last few days. Yours isn't the only one, FYI.
Aha, that's great.
Sarah R says pausing avocado. Body Geek says Betamax issues. Brendan Bottom says, oh, wait, I have an announcement. I only ruined 5 pool noodles before I heat fused some together correctly. I made thingy. It's just pool noodle pieces stuck together, but I made it.
That's awesome. Listen, that's a life skill, okay? That's a big deal.
Cat Swift says, yeah, Pip is doing the every few seconds a quick stop like last week. It's viewable and okay. Or Beauty says avocado. Tina Boner says, growing pains are real, but soft tissue has a lot of give. And still, stretch marks.
That's signs of kid.
Mm-hmm. Buster Max is all pausing avocado. The all pause.
Because I forgot to pay my streaming bill.
Mm-hmm. The struggle is real. Bob Bowie says pausing all, but audio is stable.
Well, getting real close to that point where I can't do any more until it drops.
Cliché F says looks like Zoom from The Flash.
Yeah, he has a very similar look. This is the Dark Elves from Thor: Dark World.
Evan McEachern says, Alan, do you have any tips on how to get red food coloring out of skin?
Nope, it's meant to dye meat, and you are meat, so in just a couple days it'll come out. I mean, you can wash, you can try and use bleach or peroxide, but I'd rather not use bleach on my skin. Just be pink.
Kalisha F says, I know it's not, and yes, it looks good. Body Geek says, just think of it as still be stock animation. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, we plan on making a wall of milk jug skulls. I've been tasked to do it. Sometimes knowing a skill isn't great. Plan on burning myself no less than 20 times.
Yeah.
Brenda Bottom says, try hand sanitizer. It removes marker.
It's a pretty good stain. I mean, red food coloring does a good job.
Very effective.
How much go just the tripod can?
And your tripod in.
Any teeth or eyeballs I missed, because this guy's got a lot.
Figured it out.
Good.
Stay. I caught it! I caught it!
I know nothing.
Rue almost tripped over the cord again.
Hey, Rue.
Everything is awesome.
Don't do that.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Felicia F says you can do a salt or sugar scrub to lessen the dye.
Don't have any cuts on your hands if you're doing salt scrub.
Or you'll find them.
I have sugar scrub in my shower for makeup removal. I recommended that to a couple actors, and they did not enjoy the experience of scrubbing their face with a sugar scrub. Hallie, you look cold.
What?
You look cold.
Why?
I'm gonna move this.
I'm fine. I'm good.
But I'm fine.
That seems like a you problem.
Not once I move this.
for the house?
What?
Like the one house? Are these for Darko?
No, those are going to the International Monster Museum in Salem, Massachusetts.
Hey,
Oh, cool.
that's where Ed's at, right?
It helped there, yes.
Oh, cool. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says I've used coconut oil for that and it works well. So does WD-40.
Let's pit.
Jordan Easel says I've burned myself with a glue gun many times. By this point, I should have burn-proof fingers. Body Geek says spray foam covers up food coloring stains on your hands.
Right.
Kalisha F says it feels great to me. Sugar scrubs.
See, I don't know how I feel about using a sugar scrub on your face. I don't know how I feel about that. I use the ocean salt stuff.
Well, you're probably afraid of microabrasions.
Yeah, because I dermaplane my face like 2 or 3 times a week. So,
Brenda Bodwin says mineral oil or baby oil removes makeup too. Body Geek says in regards to the spray foam covering up food coloring stains, we don't do that. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, or just use naphtha. Don't do that, seriously.
Oh. Carburetor cleaner.
Yeah. Additionally on the list of things to not do things.
All right. So here's Alan's funny carburetor cleaner story.
Oh boy.
So,
One of many.
I was cleaning an airbrush, and I did not want to get. I'm very careful where carburetor cleaner and stuff drips on the floor because I don't want the dogs to get into it ever. So I had it like in an area where they could not get to, but I was over a stool, and there was a puddle.
Oh no.
Let us say a 3-inch puddle
Oh my.
of carburetor cleaner on the stool. Well, later, I sat down on said stool. Things were fine for about 20 minutes.
Oh, that'll burn.
And then,
And then.
in my lowest of the low nether sensitive bits, I felt a burning.
oh,
I'm like, what is going on?
Suddenly there came a burn.
So I got up, it was still kind of burning. I'm like, I must go investigate this. It had burned through my nylon pants that I was wearing,
Yeah.
because they were like a sweatpant type material. It had eaten a hole through my drawers, and had started eating a hole through other bits.
And sterilized you.
Yes. And yeah, I had a second degree burn. Well, first degree burn.
Fun,
No blisters.
fun Iraq story.
Oh boy.
Hooray.
So,
Go to room game.
in order to travel around the FOBs, the forward operating bases in Iraq, they have little shuttle buses everywhere that kind of run, bus routes. Well, I hopped on said shuttle bus and sat down in the very front seat just because I was going from this stop to the next one, which was not very far. I thought I'd be fine, and I'm sitting there. Nobody says anything to me. And just as I'm about to get up and get off the bus, I start feeling a burning. So I get up off the bus, and I reach back and touch my butt, and I feel butt and not clothing.
That's not good.
Right? So I proceed to look back behind me, and all of my clothing was pretty much eaten completely away as I watched the shuttle bus drive away. So I proceed to, now it starts to actually burn me. I go to the aid station, and come to find out, what the doctor said almost guaranteedly happened was that the bus driver had been working on the battery to the bus on the seat and spilled battery acid all over the seat and
You put the acid
didn't
battery
tell
acid.
anybody. So I got pretty nasty burns from that. I got 4 days off of work in Iraq, laying on my belly.
If you have to lay on your belly on your day off, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Kalisha F says, wow. Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, ooh, yipes. Bob Bowie says, ouch, that's smarts. More art than time says, boy, did I come in at the right moment. Body Geek says, Alan gives us tips to improve gas mileage. Brenda Bodwin says, we use WD-40 or diesel fuel to remove road tack and tar from our skin and boot bottoms out on the highways.
Yeah, that probably work.
Works good, real bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Real bad for you.
Don't do it.
I have a tendency to kind of grab carburetor cleaner and spray off my hands way more often than I ever should, which is never.
Which is never, yeah.
And Alan pretty much gives me a dirty look every time I do it.
It is super, it does work really well.
Today,
That's the problem.
It's just so bad for you. How late you want to go tonight?
10 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Quarter till. That clock's a little fast. Bob Bowie says, new way to make hospital gowns. Patricia Hogarty says, I ordered barge cement without the thinner, so I had to buy MEK substitute locally. I needed to prime EVA foam.
Xylene will also thin barge.
Brenda Bodwin says, vinegar would have neutralized that battery acid.
Well, the problem is that I had a 2-mile walk to get to the aid station after shuttle bus had driven away. With my clothing already
Your butt hanging out the whole
disintegrated.
time.
Yep.
Tug Hillbilly Homestead says, brake clean is my go-to for anything.
Picking up some extra dollars over there. Alright, so I'm fairly happy with this sculpture though. I feel like it's going the right direction. Of course it needs some refining. We're taking a look at this.
Catsmith says, my grandmother would often laughingly tell me the story of my grandfather using Sloan's liniment, old-timer muscle medicine, and going to the bathroom before washing his hands. Oops. Yep, that'll do it.
One night at the haunt, I was a Yeti, and I was trying to prevent chafing. And the only baby powder that I had was peppermint powder. I didn't know.
No.
I didn't know how much peppermint powder. Like, I've never had a venereal disease, but I bet I know what it feels like. Because, yeah, partway through the night, I'm like, oh boy, this Yeti is hurting.
Evan McEager says that I was using WD-40 on one of my air-powered Dremel, and apparently I got some on my hands, touched my face for some reason.
No.
About 30 minutes later, I got a really bad rash on my face. Brenda Bodwin says, wait, you mooned everybody for 2 miles in Iraq?
Yep. Sure did.
Wow, I see. I have very tough skin. Boy,
Evan McEager says,
I
that's
guess
a
I'll,
big
like,
difference.
me and chemical burns, we have a history. We go way back. I guess I'll go ahead and tell the chlorine story. So this was
Has it been long enough now?
like two years ago,
I
maybe?
haven't heard this.
Like 2 years ago? Well, so my skin, I do not have sensitive skin.
Clearly.
It takes a lot for me to, things don't burn. I have tough skin. Well, I enjoy my time in the hot tub. And at that point in time, I've been in the hot tub way less since the incident that I'm about to discuss with you. But I would spend, 3-4 hours in the hot tub. And basically they had shocked the pool, which is the same water as the hot tub. And then, when there's too much chlorine in the water, you put in the tester stuff and it goes clear immediately. Like there's no chlorine in it at all. So they kept adding chlorine and adding chlorine. The pool company who does the maintenance. I have them come once a week. I'm on my own lawn, take a hand in my pool. But anyway, so the pool is way over chlorinated. No one else is really in it because it's winter, and you know, but I get in the hot tub. And I had started like feeling like, well, my skin tingles a little bit when I get out of the hot tub. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah.
So basically, I wake up one morning after, 3 or 4 days of this happening. My skin felt dry, but not terrible.
Yeah.
And tingles, sting a little bit after being in there for a while. And I realized one morning, the water line of the hot tub is right here.
Yeah.
I burned all the hair off my body. It melted all the hair from chest down. Gone. I was hairless in the wind.
No.
Yes. And so I contacted them. I'm like, hey, something's wrong. It is this.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out. They were very nice, very apologetic, because they didn't want to get sued. And managed to figure out the issue and correct the issue.
That was before your time, Stacy?
No.
And I spent
I've heard
a
the story
while.
before, but
I spent a while growing my hair back.
Yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't my beard. It didn't even like get my armpit hair because where I sit in the hot
Yeah.
tub, it's just from here down. Hairless legs. Yeah, let's just say hairless everything for a while.
Tina Boder says, if you ever visit Louisiana and go to a crawfish boil, wash your hands at least 5 times before touching any body part and 5 days before touching your eyes. Body Geek says, remember the red cinnamon Plax mouthwash? I was at a convention and it soaked my black dress socks. I got chemical burns on both feet.
Wow.
More Art Than Time says, buddy of mine in high school, chem spilled some diluted acid on his jeans. Seemed fine. The spot dried, no burning. Next class felt a mild itch on his leg and scratched it and came away with a handful of jeans.
Hooray.
Evan McGeeker
He sweat. That was the
says,
problem.
speaking of air-powered Dremel, what is the recommended PSI to Dremel latex?
For what?
All right, so don't get me wrong, but I go by sound, and the proper RPM for Dremel latex is if it's louder or higher pitched than that, it's too fast, and if it's lower than that, it's going to be too slow. I hope I helped. I probably didn't.
Horror Beauty says, melted your hair?
Yeah, melted all the hair off my body. I kind of nared myself with chlorine.
Patricia Hogarty says, I sat on a peeling fiberglass boat in a bikini when I was young. Ooh. Oh, no.
That's something you do once.
Yeah, choices were made.
All right, so this is the
Cat
sculpture.
Swift said, did Shannon get pictures?
No. No. Nor did I get a body cast.
Yeah,
That's how I
Tucky
did it.
Hillbilly Hopes says, we need Shannon's take on this story.
Yeah, it happened.
She's like, was this for me? Like, did you think that was the thing I wanted? I'm sorry, don't. No.
No.
Like, should have played that off. Surprise!
Apparently, there's some camps where men have hair. Or that's how it works. All right, so that's the sculpture. I'm going to head over to the other side.
Brenda's cracking up over hairless Alan.
Well, it happens.
Oh, it was real funny at the time, and we made fun of him a lot.
Oh yeah, because for a little while there, it hurt to move.
Before we say goodbye, we ought to bring Stan out and show his socks off.
Stan. I forgot Stan was here. Stan. Well, you're making all the good stuff.
All the good smells. Yeah, it smells
Chasing
great
colors.
right back there right now.
Room can. I imagine Shannon's take on that story is abject horror. Like, oh, now listen, I'm accustomed to things looking a certain way. Now, no.
And yeah, it looks larger.
No, I don't have a squirt gun to squirt you. No.
Oh,
Oh, Tuck Hillbilly Home says it's like a hairless cat, but worse, I bet. Alright, tripod cam.
Tripod. Okay, Stan.
Alright,
This is
ladies
Stan.
and gentlemen.
Stan's been laser cutting in the
Stan
back room.
socks.
So many
Now
helmets.
solid sand crotch, let's focus on the socks. Patricia Hogarty says, haha, the chlorine didn't bother your lungs.
No,
Kalisha F says, Stan the sock man. Long time, no
I don't
sock
think
man.
you guys understand the amount of fumes that I subject myself to on a regular basis.
Let's go up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I have a very high
Fume tolerance.
fume tolerance also.
Resurrect costume
It
says,
wasn't.
Stan
Somebody
is
walked.
there? Awesome.
You and I are in here just working away, and somebody walks in and is like,
Like, oh
open
God.
a window.
Robert Alcala.
Go.
Yes, yes.
He is very
Wrong with you
sensitive.
people?
We're like, what?
Stan,
Things
we're
are
about
fine.
to say goodnight.
Okay.
It's 10 o'clock.
It is 10 o'clock. Wow.
Can you, is Hallie's head in frame?
Nope.
I
Yes.
need you to tell me.
Now Hallie is in frame.
Say goodnight, Hallie.
Good night.
Is Rue in frame?
Up a little bit. There you go.
Say goodnight, Rue.
Good night, Rue.
Stan.
Good
Say
night,
goodnight,
everybody.
Stan. Stacy.
Good night.
What's today's date?
Today is the 15th.
I will definitely be live before the holiday, so I'm not saying anything like that. But anyway, if you guys don't see us before the holiday, have a happy holiday.
I have the button.
Yeah, have happy holidays and whatnot.
Now you're not in frame.
Probably won't see me until after the holidays. So happy
Right.
holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
And if you are on the, the Creepers group, then Shannon kind of put out a call there for Christmas cards if you don't have your address. So get those in. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight as we almost got 2 masks painted. And
Very near.
we got a mask 90% sculpted. So yeah, all right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Go make stuff.
Come on.
Go make stuff!
Boom.